at your hips makes me wanna take you up for a test drive. Don't wanna add no pressure. Whatever you decide, it's quite alright with me. Baby, we ain't gotta do a thing tonight. We can just kick it, girl. Tonight, we don't have to take it there if you don't want to. Tonight, you don't have to sex it up with me, but if you want to, girl, that's fine. I'm just saying, either way, it's cool tonight. Cause my mission's not to see how fast I can get with you. I'm not trying to hit and leave, just maybe you feel it's not the time. And it doesn't have to be, no. Doesn't matter, we can take our time, babe. All that matters is that you are mine, babe. Though I may often wonder what it's like, yeah. I'm not gonna be like the other guys, no. Trying to get in that treasure, they only want the price, despite what you may think. Baby, we ain't gotta do a thing tonight. We can just kick it, we can kick it, babe, tonight. We don't have to take it there, baby girl, tonight. You don't have to rub skin on me, but if you want to, girl, that's fine. I'm just saying, either way, it's cool tonight. That's the truth. Your sexiness is penetrating through. Not tonight, don't let it loose. But understand, I'm not rushing you. If you wanna wait, just let me know. In other words, I'm not the type that's gonna keep on asking if it ain't about to happen tonight. We can just kick it, girl. Tonight, we don't have to take it there if you don't want to. Tonight, you don't have to sex it up with me, but if you want to, girl, that's fine. I'm just saying, either way, it's cool tonight. We can just kick it, we can kick it tonight. We don't.
All right. We are back. We are back again for another live. Um, oh boy, this is a rough start already. You just can never plan it to go right. You could plan it, it just won't go right. So we are having it was a I don't know what it is. Every time I'm about to go live, I do one last check to make sure everything's working and everything's gonna work properly. And then something's not working. So I gotta troubleshoot it, I gotta fix it, of course. It's not working, so I gotta restart the computer, I gotta reboot everything. And then you get that going, and you finally go live, and then there's something else. So this thing, hold on one sec, I gotta tighten this. This is just, it is what it is. All right, we'll live with this for now. How are you guys doing? How are you? I'm sorry I'm late, but I just explained what happened. We're live. It is 12:11. Not too bad compared to last time. How many of you guys thought that I did it again? That I thought I went live and I wasn't live? Did it go through your mind? Because as I was trying to fix this, I was thinking that maybe there were some of you thinking that I had messed up again. And I figured out what happened. So in this software, if you schedule your live for a later time, which I did, I scheduled it maybe an hour earlier. when you hit start streaming, it doesn't start streaming. You have to hit go live as well. When you don't schedule it and you hit start streaming, it goes live. So last time that time it didn't work, I hit start streaming and you could see it's recording, but it I'm looking at it recording and it's not recording, but I know I'm live. It's not recording because I think I'm out of space on my hard drive. I think. But I know I'm live. And just to make sure, we're going to the chat. We're going to the chat. We're going to make sure we're not going to have that whole hour thing. We're going to the chat and we're going to see what's going on. Let's say hi to you guys. Let me know where you're at. No pranks, no tricks. Okay, good. Yes, you are live. Marielle, Judy, Ramella, Sophie's here. How you doing, Sophie? Jennifer, we got Monica, Riddle's here. M. Cola. What's so funny, Riddle? Nick Shakimam. Joanna's here. How you doing, Joanna? Balanced Union. Kim, Irina. I got your name right. I know I did. Val, Melomanic, Don, June Rob, Fonsil, Carrie, Diana Ross. I don't know if I said you, but hi, Diana. How are you? Brianna, and I still don't know your name. Zandile or Zandil? Zandile. I'm going with Zandile until you correct me. Tiffany, Helen, Joe. There's a lot of people here today, which is nice, which is good. Thank you guys for being here. If it's your first time, thank you for coming. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. We have some things to talk about today, but before we do that, I've been working on my setup. I've got too much going on. 1 second. I've been trying to. I just said I have too much going on. I've been trying to simplify. I've been trying to simplify things and make things easier on myself. Therefore, I've been moving things around. And one of the things I did was I got this mic mount, this mic arm. If you can remember, I had this thing, and I had to keep it on the table, which just made it all too crowded and clustered. So I got rid of this. I don't need this anymore, which is nice. And now, I should go back. So now I got this arm that I can kind of swing out of the way when need be. I could grab this mic when I need it, if need be. But I'm trying this out, and it works pretty well because now I'm free over here. Got plenty of space. The only issue I'm having right now, which I never had before, was it's loose. So technically, I can take 20 seconds and fix it if you guys be kind enough to wait. Do you mind? I hope not. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to mute the mic so I can spin it and unplug it and spin it, and then I'll come back. So I'll be right back. 20 seconds. All right, that's all I needed. Much better. See, now it's not as loose. And we're good. I think this is going to work out great. It's definitely easier because now I don't have to switch things and it's not in the way. So I'm happy with that. It is November 13th. November 13th on Thursday. It's Thursday. And the weather is changing, so I'm extremely overexposed, I think, right now. It's going to go back down, I think. The weather out here in Nashville is a little different. Sometimes it's warm, sometimes it's freezing, sometimes it's sunny, and then it gets dark. So now it was sunny and bright, but I think I might have to fix the exposure now. But by the time I fix it, it's probably going to go back down. I don't know. Um, this is a lot of holding on, but one more time. I'm just gonna move this down to about there. That's better, I think. So we've had an adventure. I've been doing this probably, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks. I've been going live, and I think I'm enjoying it. I'm definitely enjoying it. I'm just thinking about the progress and what I've done, and the changes I've made. I think in the beginning there's definitely a learning curve with this software and everything, but I'm getting it. I'm understanding it better. I'm that was a I'm understanding it better. I'm making changes to it to make it easier, and I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff. I think I was trying to do too much in the beginning. Jeez, it's like even more. It just keeps going. I just brought the exposure down. Now it's going up again. We'll deal with it. It's okay. That's a numb. The 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 thing is I had so much that I wanted to do, and so many different scenes, and different, just too much going on, and sometimes, especially when you're trying to learn something, too much is too much. So I've stripped it down a lot, not completely. I'm kind of keeping what I need to keep, and I'm learning to get rid of some stuff. I'm trimming the fat. So bear with me, because there might be a little bit of well, you guys know, you guys have been through it with me. There might be some wrong buttons pushed, some things that aren't working correctly. But yeah, that was a bad but yeah, we're trying to simplify. So we have that. I still got my two angles, as you guys saw, that and that. And I got my studio stuff. There's nothing up. I still got the circle. I'm still in the circle. But so we still have those things. There's I'm just trying to keep what I really, really need. So that's what I'm doing. But it's getting easier. I'm starting to understand. I've gotten some great feedback from some people. I'm trying to do the best I can with this. There's a lot of things that go into it. I don't have Luna up, or I don't have any programs up right now. But just so you can see what I'm looking at, there's the chat goes up over there. I've got stuff up there. I got the exposure. I got this monitor, but then this is usually Luna. So there's a lot going on. But I'm going to try. Well, we're doing a Q&A, so I'll be looking at the chat anyways. But in the future lives, I'll try to keep a better eye on the chat. And I noticed, I think one of my settings I had to switch because the chat was going down in one. Remember, I'm using a third-party app as well to help with this. So on YouTube, I think it scrolls. I think it scrolls up or down. I don't know. They were opposite. So I had to make a correction, which hopefully it will make it easier now for me to find questions and things, because I've been told I'm missing a whole lot of questions. So what else have we got? We've been pretty good though. Been working on that. I told you about this mics thing. It wasn't that simple. I bought three. I bought three of them, so I didn't know which one I would take back. This one I think is the best because it's low profile. It stays low. The other ones were high. This one's the best one, I think. So it's been good. I think it's gonna work, and I'm happy with it. So now I can get that out of the way, because that was an issue for a while. But other than that, I've been well, eating better. Water intake has not been where I want it to be, but paying attention to it. I do have my water back there somewhere. I think, where is it? Well, oh, here it is. You can tell the water is not really Not really doing a good job with that, but we're working on it. So, all of that to say, thank you for your patience. Because I know just from the beginning it's been tough. I think the very first live, well, not the very, very first one, but the one I tried to do with this camera, I didn't even get to use it because it didn't work. So I had to do the live from my computer. And then when I did get it to work, I decided to switch it. And then it's been a journey. And those of you that have been on it with me, I thank you and you understand. And there's going to be a lot more to come. We're going to make more mistakes, but we're going to grow and we're going to get better. So I think it's time. There's no music today. I don't think. We never know. I don't really plan it out too much. I don't know what's going to happen. But I said we'd do a Q&A. So it's more chat style today. So let's go to the chat. Now this is going to be moving fast for me. I will try my best to catch questions, and they don't have to be questions. We could just talk. That's all good. I can talk. You guys can type. But let's try to do some questions. Let me see how this is going to work, because this is moving. All right. I'm just gonna see what we can do. I'm gonna go for it. So let me look at this from Ideals. I'm just reading some of this stuff. Now, it's not going to be the stuff. See, that's the other thing. There's stuff that goes on the screen, but I'm looking back. So it's not always. Well, maybe I should look at the screen because I could see a little bit better. All right. So I see one question. Oh, well, I gotta highlight it. So I gotta wait for that question, but I will find it. Jesus, is going fast. Okay. We're trying, you guys. We're gonna try. This is gonna take a minute. Okay, let's do this. Where did you get the arm for the mic? Jennifer Jackson's asking, where did I get the arm? I just got from Amazon. Never heard of this company. In fact, I don't even. It's InnoGear. It's a minimal mic stand. I've tried. I have several. I don't have a boom arm like this. I have mic stands. I didn't have a boom arm. So I tried this out. I think I got 2 different ones from that same company and one from another company. But this one seems to be working. You can hide the cable in here. It's pretty nice. So I'm happy with it. I'm satisfied with it. Let me see. Oh, this is gonna be hard. Yeah. Oh man, this is gonna be hard because it's just leaving. I can't even scroll up. What's this question? Hi, Taro. Greetings from Poland. Is there a chance to music video to one of your new songs? I think you're asking if I'm going to do a music video to one of my new songs. I plan on doing that. That was the plan. That was the plan, and I still want to, and I'm going to. Just got to figure out some time and get a little bit better with all this, but I've gotten a lot better. I'm still have a lot to learn. Taj has helped me a lot. My friend Stu has helped me a lot. I watch a lot of YouTube tutorials, and I think the best thing is just experience, just doing it, trying it, and making mistakes, which I've done. I've shot little mini videos, which I will not share because they're terrible. Looking back, I thought they were not that I thought they were great, but I thought they were where they were. And now that I look back, I see there's a lot that goes into it. Whether it's focus, whether it's making sure things are white balanced, your colors are balanced, depth of field, editing. There's a lot. It's a lot of stuff, and it's fun for me. I enjoy it, but it's a lot of work, especially when you have a lot in your head that you want to do, and you're trying to figure out how to get it there. So, but that's the plan. I do want to do that. So eventually, yes. Okay, let me see some more questions. Remember, what you see on the screen isn't what I'm looking at because I think it's going too fast. I see this question. How are Bryce and Adrian doing? They're great. They're doing well. I woke up extremely early. Bryce had football at 5:30 today. So I was up at 5. He has they have football practice the day they have a game, which is Friday. They have Friday night lights the day before they practice in the morning. So I was up at 5, took him to school, and yeah, they're both good. Adrian had basketball practice last night. I'm the coach. I'm back in the coaching position, so it's fun. It's exciting for me because I haven't coached. I don't think I've coached them in a minute. Oh yeah, I have. I've coached Adrian. Bryce, I haven't coached in a while. Adrian, I have. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. He really loves basketball, so I'm enjoying that. And he's getting older, obviously, so those opportunities aren't really they're coming to an end. So I may have 1 or 2 more years of coaching with him, which I got to take advantage of. But I'm excited for that. And it goes really fast. It all goes fast. Bryce is a senior. He's graduating. It goes too fast. But they're well, and I thank you for asking. These oh man. I'm sure I'm missing a lot of questions. All right. Is there a subject you haven't Um, Carrie's asking, is there a subject you'd like to write about that you haven't yet? I don't know. Because if I've thought about it, if there's something I wanted to write about, there's a high chance that I've started it in some capacity. Recorded, maybe there's some ideas I have that I haven't recorded or completed, but if there's something that I'm wanted to write about, I'd probably started. So I don't think so. Trying to think. But usually if there's something I want to do, if I'm inspired with something, I'll start writing on it. Now, whether I finish it, whether it's good, all of that, that's a different thing. But if I'm inspired to write something, I usually go for it. So thanks for the question, Carrie. I'm seeing this. It's hard. The comments are going fast. So I am trying. I'm looking for question marks. So when I see question marks, it helps. So if you have a question, try to give me a question mark. See, like this. What do you like the most? Find the idea and melody of a song, or all the mixing technical part of it, or perform it on stage for us? Wow. Okay, that's a great question, Marlene. Right, Marlene. That's a great question. And honest, I've been asked that question before. Like, what's my favorite part of it? But now that you've asked me that, I think it changes. I think it changes because there. I remember when I was working on this last project. I was excited. I felt. You get into this zone of creativity that is exciting. Like when songs are coming to you, when you're writing, when you're creating something from nothing, and and you see it all coming together. That's an incredible feeling. It's a magical feeling. It's a magical feeling, and it's a great, wonderful feeling that it's inspiring. It's it's really moving. It's hard to explain for me. For me, it's really moving. Um, it's a really really I don't want to say really really cool feeling, but it is. It's just it's hard to explain because the experience is hard to explain. It's hard to explain how your these ideas are coming to you, and you're just coming up with this or coming up with that, and it's more like orchestrating to me. It's more like orchestrating, receiving the information and then just translating like a translator. But it's a really cool feeling to give the song life, to bring it to its form. So that I really really do enjoy. I really really love it. Saying that, part of the excitement of creating it is the excitement to perform it as well. So that's part of it. Even though you're not performing it, you can't wait to perform it. You can't wait to share it. And then of course, when you're on stage or you're in front of people that enjoy your music, enjoy what you do, and then you see them enjoying the music. It's a full circle moment. So they're both they're kind of related. They're kind of related. But see, I could say the creative side, but the second you get on stage, there's no other feeling like that for people to be singing your songs. Like I still get moved whenever I hear the Brotherhood tour, when I hear Words Without Meaning and the fans singing that song in the B section. That still moves me, and that's written a long, long time ago. But just the fact that all of those people are singing the song all together is moving. So it's a great question. I guess it depends, but I love it all. That would be my best answer. Thanks for the question. Let's see. Any more? Um, where am I looking? Where am I? Oh man, see, okay, I gotta look more, guys. If I miss your questions, it's okay to rewrite it because I can't scroll back up. Like once it goes past my thing, I can't. I don't think I can scroll up. I can go all the way to the top. So I'm sorry. I think you're saying what is the name of the new song? The song that I've been working on so far is called Cool. So that's the working title. That's what I've been calling it. So that's the answer. Funniest moment on stage, Muriel. Uh, I don't know. I don't know, but I know I've had some funniest moments on stage, some funny moments on stage. I don't know what the funniest moment on stage would be, but I know when I'm on stage with my brothers, we have a good time. But I can't. Nothing's sticking out to me right now. Nothing's sticking out. But I know I've laughed a lot on stage with my bros. So maybe I'll come back. Let me think about that, and I'll come back to it. All right. What is my favorite sport? All right, my favorite sport to play back in the day was baseball, by far. But it's a boring sport. It's a boring sport to watch. It's hard to understand. It's a boring sport. I play it, I love it, but it's a boring sport to watch. And to me, I don't watch baseball as much as I used to, probably because I'm not playing it anymore. I do watch the World Series and I do watch the playoffs. When the game's on from time to time, I'll catch it, but it's a very slow sport. And the way the world is going, social media, everything plays into it. Everything's just fast moving, and baseball is not fast moving. So, with that being said, I tend to lean, I love watching basketball as I have it, it's on the screen right now. I like watching basketball. I love watching football. I don't watch tennis that much. TJ's really, really into tennis. I don't watch tennis, but I can watch it. I can watch it if there's something that I should catch, or if TJ tells me it's going to be a really good match, I'll check it out and I'll enjoy it. So I enjoy watching that. Same thing with soccer or football. I love sports, so I can watch anything. I can watch anything, but unfortunately, I think the most boring, I won't say it's the most boring, but out of the main sports, I would say not football. Baseball is slow. But it's a great sport. I love it. And any kid, like even now, because I'm coaching basketball, there's kids they play baseball as well. And I don't want to say I favor them, but there's a connection between me and baseball kids because I understand the sport and I know what kind of, okay. So there was a draft, there was a tryout, and you get to watch the kids practice and perform and play, and then at the end of the draft, the tryout, you pick your players. So I didn't know a lot of these players, but there was one kid I could tell he was a baseball player. I just knew he was a baseball player, and by the way he was moving, by the way even the shirt he was wearing, I could tell he was a baseball player, and I picked him. And turns out he is a baseball player. And he came to my first basketball practice with the baseball hat, came from baseball practice. So I know those kind of players, and maybe I don't favor them as in the sense that I'm going to, give them more playing time or whatever to the others, but there's a connection there. So I love baseball. And not a lot of people know how to play it. That's a long answer for your sport. So, but I love sports, so sorry. But thanks for the question. All right, here's a good one. This is a good one. Do you miss not living in LA? There are things that I miss about LA, but not enough for me to want to move back. I miss certain things about LA. Of course, I miss my friends and my family, and a lot of the things I think a lot of the things that I miss about LA are not really my life anymore. When I was growing up there, I played baseball with all my friends. We all played baseball. Now that we're older, we all have families. I hardly even see them. When I was there, I'd hardly see them. So those kind of things that I miss wouldn't be even possible if I went back. Yeah, you could see them once in a while, but I've realized that now that I live here in Nashville, I actually see and talk and stay connected more with my friends than I did when I was in LA. And it sounds strange. Even family. Even family. But that's just life. Life keeps you busy, especially when you have children and family. So there's a lot that goes. Everybody has busy schedules, and you can't always make it work. And the fact that you live down the street, you think you're going to be able to see them anytime. So you say, "Oh, we'll do it next week. We'll do it next week. We'll do it next week," and you just never do it. So there's things I miss about it, but there's things that I don't miss. I like it here. I enjoy it here. I don't regret moving here, and I don't think I would move back to LA. So I love my Dodgers, though. I do love the Dodgers, and I root for them. And the Lakers. So, but I think it's changed a lot, too. So there's my answer for that. Good question, by the way. How many languages can you speak? Well, I think one. One somewhat well. I'm pretty, yeah. One, I would say maybe, I would love to say that I speak Spanish, but I don't. I could understand it a little bit. I don't really speak it. Not enough to say I speak two languages. So I speak maybe 1.10. No, I'm probably better than 10%. I give myself like a 25%, maybe. I really wish I could speak Spanish. I was trying to learn French too. That's a hard language, but I don't speak French or Spanish. I could understand Spanish. I could probably get by, maybe, but just English. That's all I got. Good question. Alrighty, let's see. Ooh. Jupiter 88200 is asking, what is my favorite dish? You know what? I'm gonna put some. It's a little quiet, probably for you guys. Put some music on. There you go. Why not? Okay, my favorite dish. I don't know. Are we talking breakfast, lunch, or dinner? I don't know. I think I was talking about this before because someone asked me something similar. I do love Mexican food. Um, Pasta. I like junk food, unfortunately. I don't know if I have a favorite dish. I do love pancakes though. I love me some pancakes. Always have, and it's funny because Auntie Latoya, she reminded me of that. So I must have loved it all my life. She's bringing it up to me because I must have when I went there when I was little. I must have asked him if I could have pancakes. Um, yeah, I love pancakes. All right, but dish, I don't know. I don't know. Don't really have anything. I like junk food more than I like food. All right, let's see. Are you and your brothers going to do 3 concerts anytime soon? We have some shows scheduled for next year. The dates and the places I don't know 100%, but that is something my brothers and I we are looking forward to doing, and we spoke about it. So there will be some 3T things coming up. So stay tuned. Val wants to know, why did I move? I change. I wanted change and needed change. LA, I love LA, but there was a lot of stuff I did not like about LA. And I think it's a mentality thing. I think it's a thing in LA, a mentality. The people there, not all the people, but a lot of people move to LA for a certain thing, and it can it can change people and make them forget that they're humans. And it becomes to a point where it overrules everything and their morals and things change. So I didn't want that for my children growing up. And I just got tired of where I was. I got tired where I was. I was living in the same place for over 20 years. And when it came time that I decided that I wanted to move, I started to look in other areas, cities, not even states, just different areas in California. And I kept looking further and further, further and further and further away from where I was. And I came here to Tennessee. I want to say in 2000. It was right before COVID, in 2019 ish. Yeah, 2019 for the first time ever. I had never been, not that I can remember, ever been to Nashville, and I just the pace of it, the greenery, everything about it. I loved it. I loved it. It was different. The trees, the four seasons, everything about it. I loved it. And then COVID happened. I thought about moving. That was it. I was good. I was good to go. And my mindset was, if I don't like it, I could always go back to LA, which is still the case. I could always go back to LA. And there are things that I miss, restaurants, people, friends, all those things, but for the most part, I don't regret it. So I enjoy it here. My kids are a little bit split on it, but that's everything in life. You're going to find good and bad in everything. But overall, as a parent, I think this was the right move, and I don't regret it at all. So there's your answer. Whew. This one's a tough one. That's a great question, and that's a hard one. I want to say Adidas. But I think that the honest answer is Nike. I'm just Nike. I just feel like I'm Nike. And I think Adidas is probably more, but Adidas. I think that's how they say it over there, which is probably the right way to say it. Adidas, something like that, right? And I think some people even call Nike, but we call it Adidas and Nike over here. I'm just Nike. I've always been Nike. I do have Adidas things, but if I had to pick between the two, if I was playing sports, if I'm getting shoes, sports shoes, whatever, I'm usually going with Nike. So, Nike it is. Ooh, I must be behind. Megan, how did fatherhood change your life? Fatherhood is. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's great. I love it. I've always wanted to be a father. I've always wanted to have a family. I always wanted to have children. No regrets whatsoever. The reason why I'm acting like this is because it's sad to me. I'm at a phase where I don't know, maybe I need to change my outlook on it, because it's really not that bad. It's sad to me. But life can be sad because my kids are older. They're 14 and 17 now. Jeez. 14 and 17 now. And Bryce will be considered an adult next year. Able to drive. Adrian's getting there. He's right around the corner. And you notice so much. You notice changes. You just notice changes. And that's hard for me to deal with. But that's life. Life is always changing. So one of the changes is even just like Halloween just happened. And they're at the age where Bryce didn't even go trick-or-treating. Adrian went trick-or-treating, but he went with his friends. So that was it. And it makes you think about the times where you would go to, we didn't even get pumpkins. I think this is the first time we didn't have pumpkins in the house. Because normally we go, well, maybe last year, I don't know. But you think back to those times, and it's funny because I talked to Taj, and he was at the pumpkin patch with his kids because they're a lot younger. And I remember telling him to really cherish those times because it goes by really fast. And I told him my kids aren't even doing anything like that. I don't even know if they wanted to get dressed up. And I don't think they did. Bryce obviously didn't. And I don't even think Adrian did. I think he had like a mask that he had from back in the day. But they get older and they get into other things, and your role changes. I don't want to say it becomes less and less needed or you're less and less needed, but it changes. And you go from becoming their everything to, I don't want to say they're embarrassed. Like there was a time when they would run towards me, they jump on me, all of that. Now it's like when you go into their room, it's like they hit mute on their phone. They want you like, what do you need? Like they don't want to be around you. And it's a weird transition thing. But they come back. It's just a phase. But it's hard. I have to remember sometimes, like even when I go to the gym a lot with Adrian and play basketball, but I have to remember he doesn't want to play with me all the time. Like he'd rather play with his friends. And I think about me when I was a child. We didn't always play. It was fun with our father once in a while, but we didn't want to hang out with our father or our parents all the time. We wanted to go do our own thing. So I'm trying to remember that and accept that and be okay with that. And it's all good. It's all fine. It's normal, but it's different. So, but they're growing up fast. It's sad. It's really sad. Okay. Donna Williams, how's Bryce managing his health since his diabetes diagnosis? He's doing okay. It's rough. It's hard. It's challenging. It sucks. But doing the best we can to support him in it. But it's not fun. It's not the end of the world. But it's not fun. It's not fun. There's highs, there's lows. There's late nights, because his levels, he could go too low, then he needs sugar, then he's too high, then he needs insulin. It's challenging, but doing our best to support him and just trying to figure it out. It's been several years. It's almost been 5 years now. And there's been a lot of advancement in medicine, which has made it easier, but everybody's different. So working on it and just have to support him on it. So thanks for asking. What's your best advice for the 40s for those of us who recently turned 40? Enjoy it. Enjoy every day. Doesn't matter how old you are. Enjoy your 40s, enjoy your 30s and 50s, 60s. Enjoy life. That would be my advice. Just enjoy life because nothing's promised. You gotta really enjoy life. Whatever age you are in. And I've also noticed that however you feel right now, if you're feeling old now, in 10 years, you're going to look back and realize you weren't old because you're feeling older now. So I remember when I was 27, actually, even before that, I was teasing a friend of mine who turned 27 and calling him old. Then I turned 27. I felt I was old. And looking back, 27 is nothing. 27 is extremely young. So no matter what age you are, you just got to enjoy it and realize, some people say the 50s are the best years of their lives. So 40s are still young. You just got to enjoy every single minute, every second you can of life. And stay healthy. Take care of yourself. I missed that. I don't know what that was. Kiara. How are you, Kiara? I don't know. I have to feel I usually write and make music all the time. I haven't been lately. I have to feel inspired to. Well, it's been tough lately because I've explained why, but I'll probably m- get back to music, making songs, and it's what I do. It's what I love. I've done it since I was, I don't know, 9 years old. So I've always loved making music. I've always liked creating. I don't go long without making music. Um, this is different because of the things I've experienced in the last couple of years. Um, but I'll get back into it. I'll get back into writing. It's different though. It's different. It's hard because there's a lot of emotions still. So I'm trying to work through it, and then yeah, creativity's always been the catalyst in the whole thing. So you can't do much if you're not creative or create feeling the creativity. So that's the first and foremost part. But there's things that I want to do and things that I've thought about what directions and music that I want to create. So eventually, I'm sure I'll get back to it. Um, what do I think of the biopic with your cousin being MJ? I have not seen it. I haven't seen anything. I've seen basically what you guys have seen. I do know some things about it. I'm really excited about it. Really excited. I've heard Jafar is amazing. I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is. I'm excited. I'm really excited for it. I know he's going to do a great job, and I think the movie is going to be huge. I just do. I feel it's going to be a big movie, and I think Jafar is going to hit it out the ballpark. So that's a baseball reference. That's a home run. But I think he's going to be great. I really do, and I'm excited to see it. Yeah, it's gonna be. It's hard those kind of things. You always well, I shouldn't say you always, but going into things like this, for me, I'm speaking for myself. I feel like I'm gonna have one feeling, but I don't know. I don't know how. I'm sure there's going to be some tears, and I'm sure it's going to be hard to. I don't want to say hard to watch. It's going to be great to watch, but it's going to be bittersweet. It's going to be bittersweet, and I don't know, but I'm excited to see it. I know it's going to be a great movie, but at the end of the day, I just miss my uncle as a lot, a whole lot. All right. Mm. Are you planning for another baby? No, I'm not planning for another baby. I think we're good with two right now. I didn't get any girls though. I wanted a girl. I wanted a girl. I didn't at first. At first I didn't want a girl. Well, I didn't care. I didn't care either way, but I preferred a boy. I think if you're a boy, you always want your little twin. So I always wanted to have a son until I talked to Corey Rooney, a good friend of mine, and he's like, "Nah, you don't want a boy, you want a girl." And he explained the reasons why, how boys get older and they leave you, and it's not the same relationship. A girl's always you're always going to be daddy's, you know. She's always going to look up to you and take care of daddy and all those things. And when he was telling me all this, I was like, yeah, you're right. I do want a girl. So then I started wanting a girl. And then I remember when we found out what we were having, I remember them telling us it was a boy. And I felt a little bit, it wasn't a letdown, but I kind of wanted a girl. But then that went back right back to me wanting a boy. So I'm happy I have a boy. I got two. I love them. I love them. It's a lot of fun. I have two brothers, so we weren't raised with any girls around us. So I get it. I understand it. Um, it's funny because my brothers got a good, especially Taj. Taj got all girls. So they have girls and I don't. That's kind of funny to me. Yeah. But I think that's it. I think that's it. I don't think there'll be any more. Um how are you feeling mentally, physically, and emotionally? Would you ever consider doing a song with TJ and Taj? Doing a song with TJ and Taj directs the video? Sequoia. How are you, Sequoia? It's been a minute. I would I ever do a song with TJ but Taj directs the video? I mean, I'm not opposed to anything with my brothers. I I feel like I don't know. I don't know. Taj directed "Gotta Be You," and he also did "Fire." So I feel like even though it wasn't me and TJ alone, it was all three of us, 3T, somewhat of the same thing to me. Um, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I don't know. I think Taj would still just do the song too, and just it be 3T. But I don't know. So I wouldn't be opposed to it. Um, again, Jupiter 88200. I do want to perform those songs. I do, and I planned on it. I planned on it to do some shows, and still a possibility. Just right now, the focus has shifted a bit, but I'm still want to do something with that project because I really like the way it came out and the songs that were created for it. Uh, yeah, I'll do something. I don't know when, but I do want to do some shows and perform some of my solo stuff. I think that would be fun. I'm probably missing so many of you guys' questions. I'm sorry. Uh, Sophie's asking what would be your favorite holiday destination? Uh, holiday. I think you guys call vacations holiday, so it's not for us. Holidays is like holiday, but I think just any vacation is considered holiday. So I'm gonna assume it's just a regular vacation. I still want to go to Africa. I've never been. I want to go to Greece. Never been. I want to also go to Australia, but that is a long, long flight. It's a long flight. So I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to work my way there. The Australia, it's a dog. Australia is extremely far, but I do want to get there. So I'd have to stop on the way there. I don't even know what's on the way there, but whatever's on the way there, I'd have to make a pit stop, stay there a few days, and then work my way there, and then work my way back. I can't. I did. Where is it? Malaysia? I can't do that. That was a long, long time on an airplane. I can't do that again. I gotta. Well, I did it. I did it. I flew there, arrived. Next day, did a show. Next day, I believe I left and turned around. That was tough. That was tough. Not saying I would do that when I would go to Australia, but that was just a lot of flying. That was the most flying I've ever done. in that range of time, and that wasn't fun. But yeah, Greece, uh, Africa, Australia. There's a lot of places. I haven't. There's a lot of parts of the world that I have not been to that I would love to see. Um, mm, I'm looking. Sorry, guys. I'm looking for question marks. Oh, I'm way back. That's why. Let me scroll fast. Terrell, who's the child talking at the end of the 2300 Jackson Street track? And did you ever get paid for appearing in any of the Jackson videos as kids? No. The kid who is the child? I don't know. Is it one child or is it a bunch of children? I don't know if it's one child. Maybe it is. I'd have to hear it again. But I know the choir at the end, there's it's me and my cousins. Whoever was there. I think Jermaine Jr. My Uncle Jermaine's kids were there. I want to say my Uncle Marlon's kids were there. I think all of us were there. I think we did during a family day or something. So we sang that part. I haven't heard that song in a long time, especially the ending. So I'd have to hear it again to even hear the ending. So, and payment. Did we get paid? No. I mean, we probably did in toys or something, but yeah, maybe actually, maybe because sometimes you have to a contract and things, so possibly. But I was a lot younger in some of those videos, so I wouldn't really even know. Um, my posture. It's hard because I'm slouching to see the monitor. What else is there? Monica Watkins. Will 3T ever do a performance in Alabama? I wouldn't mind. What is it? I think it's 2 hours away from me. That would be cool. I don't know. I know my brothers and I are going to do some shows. Where we go, when, I don't know. But I know it would be fun. I don't think we've performed in the States in a long, long time. But eventually we will. And hopefully we'll be in Alabama. I just saw a video online of my uncles in Alabama. They weren't performing, they were visiting. I forget what video it was or who posted it, but it's pretty cool. Really cool. Um I'm scrolling down. I'm trying to get down to the bottom, guys. Uh um remember to put a question mark. It helps me. Okay, so what's the worst excuse you've used for getting out of something that you don't want to do? I don't know. I can't, I don't know. Maybe I said I was sick or something, or blamed it on work, maybe. I don't know. It depends what it was that I had to do. That would determine my excuse. So, sorry, that's not a great answer for your question. I'm sorry, but that's probably what it was. If you could be invisible for a day, what's the first thing you would do? I don't know. That's a great question. Never thought about that one. If I could be invisible. That's a great question. I've never thought about that. Um, I guess I would. I mean, not that there's a rush to it, but maybe I'd go. I don't know. I guess it would have to be a situation where you're a fly on the wall and you're just watching someone. So maybe somebody at work, see how they create or get access to something you wouldn't normally have access to. I don't know. If I could be invisible, maybe I would go. Maybe I would go to like Africa. That's probably what I would do. I would go to Africa and go out where the elephants and the lions and all that are. Go somewhere where I could take advantage of being invisible. I think that would be the best thing you could do. Right? I would think so. All right. Do you like Houston, Texas? If so, would you ever consider moving this way? I've been to Houston. I've been to Houston a few times in my life. I don't think I will move there. It's very humid in Texas. At least when I was in well, Dallas. I know it's different. You know what's funny? I remember being in Houston. And I don't know why I remember this. But I remember being in Houston with my brothers when we were promoting anything. And I don't know why I remember this because there's really nowhere going with this story. But it was raining and it was nighttime, but it was very beautiful. It was pretty cool. But I told you I wasn't going anywhere with this. But I just remember that. And that's always stuck with me for some reason. Just being in Houston in the rain at night. But last time I drove through Texas, the humidity was pretty brutal. So I don't know. It's bad here in Nashville too. But I think that was worse. That was worse. Atlanta was the worst. Then Texas and then here. But I could always visit. So I would visit, probably not live, but visit. Um, what's your favorite musical? MJ came to London and watched Oliver. My favorite musical. I'm blanking, which is not good. I'm blanking. I'm going to have to come back to that one. I feel like I have an answer, but I can't think of it. So I'll have to come back to that one. Sorry about that. I keep clicking on you, Carrie. I feel like I've landed on your questions a lot. Which song is the hardest to perform live? Which one is the easiest? For me, for me, the easiest ones like "I Need You." I don't do much on that song, or "Words Without Meaning." The songs that I don't do anything on are super easy. But anything's easy. They're all pretty easy. We're not Michael and Janet out there, so they're all relatively easy. Um, Vocally, challenging wise, I don't know. Like it would probably be something off of chapter 3. Although, although depending on the moment, I guess songs like "I Need You" can be hard because it's emotionally difficult. So depends how you answer that question. Because those songs, depending on the situation, can really be challenging emotionally and make it hard. So, uh, be honest about what I'm trying to be honest. I feel I'm being honest. So I don't know what you're referring to, but I feel like I'm answering them well. All right. I answered this question. I don't know if it was the same person, but I just answered that. And maybe it was the same question. Uh, if you weren't a musician, what occupation would you have? I would I wouldn't mind being, well, I would love to be an athlete. I would love being an athlete. Um Sorry. I would love being an athlete. I would love to teach or be a coach. Um yeah, I think I would do something or something. Well, you said musician, so I could still do video. I love being a director or something would be cool, be fun. Anything with being creative, I like that as well. I can't draw, so I can't be an artist. But anything like that, I would enjoy that, I think. Um oh boy, it's moving. Hold on. Did you and your brothers fight growing up, and who fought the most out of you three? Yeah, we fought, but we didn't fight. We didn't. Not really. Not like serious fighting, bickering. Like it would sound like fighting to the outside world, but it's not. It's not really fighting. But we fought. We did. It was fun though. But it wasn't really fighting. I remember we would do interviews. Like we did interviews in the UK. And back then you had to do there was no social media. So back then you'd have magazine after magazine after magazine, like 5 magazines in a row. And you would do an interview for 30 minutes, then you do a quick photo shoot, and then the next one would come in. Interview for 30 minutes. So I remember I forget what magazine, I want to say it was Smash Hits. But there was one interview where we weren't fighting. We weren't fighting. It wasn't arguing. It sounded like we were, but we weren't. And she got a little nervous in it, but it was funny. So every time we would see her again, she would we would have a good time with her. But we explained we weren't fighting. It sounds like we're fighting, but we're just not fighting. It's brother banter and bickering and stuff. So, but did we fight? Yeah, but not often. Not really. Not. We were raised to really be close and lean on each other. So, not really. Am I missing a lot? Am I missing a lot? I probably am. I'm sorry, guys. What age did I learn how to swim? I want to say early, like 6 or 7. Around that age. I would say around that age. I learned early, so that would be the time. Funny enough, my parents my father or my mother neither knew how to swim. But my brothers and I, we've been swimming since an early age. Definitely before 9. Yeah, I was probably around that age. So, uh, who fought the most? I don't know if we. I don't know if we fought the most. I don't know, but if I don't know. I don't think we really fought that much, to be honest. So you could ask them. Maybe they have a different memory of it, but I don't. What is your favorite season? I love the fall out here, so I would say fall. Although I love the holidays, winter and everything too. So this time of the year I really like. Um, it's probably the Christmas lights and the spirit and everything, the unity and all that, blah blah blah. But I like it. I enjoy it. Brings back a lot of good memories for me as well. So I would say fall, but because of the scenery and everything. But then winter for the experience. Do you ever put a song on and bust some moves when no one's looking? No, no, I can't. I barely move, so I don't bust nothing. No, not really. I mess around with my boys, but I don't. Back in the day, I did. Back in the day, I did. Muriel, what's the weirdest dream you ever had? I don't know, but I there was a period where I was having really bad dreams for a long while, and I don't know why, but I kept getting shot. I kept getting shot, and I would wake up. But that wasn't fun. I don't know what that was about, but that wasn't good. But other, I can't remember any weird videos, weird dreams. I don't know, not too many. Um, uh, this is an easy one. Favorite songs, anything, because it's represents us the best. I think I've said that. But yeah, it's the one that represents us the best. And it was our first single, introduction to the world and everything. So it's where everything started for us. So that's probably my favorite to perform, and the one that we wrote, and just the way it all came about, the memories and everything, how it came about, where we performed it, all of that. I don't have to say anything. And then, do you think with your heart or your head? Heart. Follow your heart. Think with your head, I guess, but follow your heart. So I guess it's kind of both. Uh Funniest prank Uncle Michael did to you. Oh, he had he did a lot of pranks on us. But there's one time he had these that wasn't nice. He had these that wasn't nice actually. He had he set me up good. He set me up good. He told me he had come back in the country and brought back some rattlesnake eggs, and they're really cool, and I don't know. He made up some story and said, "Would you like to see them?" And I said, "Sure," because he was really excited to share them with me. So then he went out to his closet or something, and came back with them and told me to be very careful because they're very precious and this and that and had me open the envelope. And when I opened it, it was like a rubber band with the thing on it, so it went like that, and it messed me up bad. And he laughed. So he laughed. He had a really really good laugh with that. So so much that he felt bad afterwards. And that's probably why I don't like snakes. That's just another thing why I probably don't like snakes so much. But yeah, he got me really good with that. So that memory comes to mind when you ask me the worst prank. But yeah, he did a lot. We did a lot too. But he got me with that one. He got me really well with that. All right. That's a good one. This is an easy, quick one. I'm good. Thank you, KLC Kelly. How are you? I'm doing all right. I actually gotta probably pick up Bryce soon, but I'm doing good. Hanging in there. Thank you. Let's see. This thing jumps, guys. I don't know if I should look at that screen or this, but then I got to try to find it over here. Why did Taj have, let me see. Why did Taj have his rucksack all the time? Why did he slam his rucksack on the floor and anytime? I'm sure you mean anything. What was in his bag? Taj would always have a backpack on. He would always have a backpack. He'd always have books. That was kind of his thing. He had we all went to the same school and we had a lot of books. They gave us a lot of books, a lot of homework and whatever. But Taj was the one that always carried every book in his bag, like everyone. And his bag was heavy, always heavy. But he as he got older, he just would always have a book, always bringing his backpack. He still has a backpack everywhere he goes. And to this day, he's pretty much the only person. Well, I don't think he does anymore because you have your phone and stuff. But back in the day, he's the only person I know that would bring a book to the movie theater and read it during, before the movie starts. But he was always reading, always reading. What was the other part? Why did he slam on the floor? I don't know. I'll let him tell that story because I don't know. And in this bag, well, depends when. If it's during the performance, he usually had, because he would throw his bag out, so there would be some goodies and stuff for whoever caught the bag. So we'd sign some stuff before the show and whatnot, and it's just like a goodie bag thing. So I hope I answered that all right. Do you play video games? I feel like I keep landing on the same people because I know I've said your name. I do, not as often. I enjoy video games. They're a great escape. I've always played video games. I think that's one thing my brothers and we grew up doing because we weren't really into going out and hanging out, going out to clubs and going out to parties and things. So we always were homebodies, and video games was something that we could do at home. And we just always, even now, we play once in a while, not as much as we used to, but we play with our family, our cousins, our friends, and it's still a way that we could connect. It sounds kind of crazy, but we have fun doing it. So we go through our spurts where we all play and have some fun, and then we get busy in life and don't. So, but yeah, we still play. What is your favorite TV show and why? Oh, I I used to watch a lot of wrestling growing up, like WWE and WCW. I like that. I don't know. I just grew up watching it. The stories, it was all fun. I knew it was was entertainment, but I used to follow it all the time. I obviously like the Cosby Show, Martin. There's so many shows out there. Different Strokes, Three's Company, a lot of comedy stuff. I liked Friends. If you're going more serious, I saw the series 24. That's older. I'm probably missing a lot of shows, especially ones that I really really like. But I don't watch TV much anymore, and I'm sure I'm missing a lot. But there were so many shows growing up. I said Bill Cosby, Different World, Martin, Fresh Prince of Bel Air, all that stuff. So that was good stuff, good times. And then of course cartoons. I don't know if you consider that TV shows, but Transformers and what else? I like the Three Stooges. That would be considered, I think. Three Stooges, Little Rascals, G.I. Joe, all the fun cartoons. Um, do you like traveling by train? I don't mind it. I don't think I really enjoy traveling, period. I like to travel the world. I just don't like the planes, trains, and automobile part of it, I guess. If it's a short ride, it's fine, I guess, but traveling's difficult when that's all you seem to be doing and you go from one place to another. So, um let me see. It's not a question, but I saw it, so just passing by to say hello. Hope everyone's doing well. So, hi, it's me, TK. Hello. Um, what's are your top five music videos and who are the artists? That I don't know my top five, but I'm sure I can find five from the Jackson Volts. But I'm sure it would be in there. Yeah. Mm, I have to think about that. There's probably so many videos I'm missing out, but I need some more time with that one. Hmm. Um, Questions like these are really really hard, but it's nice to see that your favorite is Harley from the 2300 Jackson Street album. That's great. I just spoke about Harley not too long ago. I think maybe a live or two ago. I like that song. I like that song too. Um, I don't have I don't have a favorite songs song of the Jacksons. Uh, this place, Heartbreak Hotel, Shake Your Body, Enjoy Yourself. I think I mentioned that last time, and I love the since we're talking about 2300 Jackson Street. I love that album. A lot of that album was recorded at my father's house, at our house where we grew up. So I heard a lot of those songs come together, like All Right and Private Affair and Played Up, Harley, Art Madness, all of those songs. So that album, I remember hearing it a lot and being able to watch the sessions and the musicians and stuff. So that's a great album too. Very underrated to me. Um, do you have animals? Yes, we have a dog, Poppy Chulo, and Poppy barks a lot. Poppy barks too much. It's been good now, but he barks too much. But growing up, I had a lot of animals. My brothers and I, we had a lot of dogs. We had cats. We had a monkey. We had fish. We had parrots. I've had a rabbit before. I had a salamander. What else do we have? We had all kinds of stuff. We had all kinds of stuff, but I don't think we ever had snakes. I couldn't do that. My best friend had a snake, but never me. I can't do snakes. Don't like them. Got time for a few more. So let me see. Favorite memory in Italy, on or off stage? Balanced in Union. How are you? I don't, I don't think it would be a favorite memory. I wouldn't consider this a favorite memory. But I remember it was WrestleMania. And speaking of wrestling, and I remember my brothers and I happened to be in Italy, and there was just no way that it was something I obviously wanted to watch, but there was like no way that I would be able to watch it because I think it was pay-per-view and this and that and the timing and the schedules. But anyways, I remember when I got back to the hotel room, it surprisingly it was on and I was able to watch it, which was really cool. I know it's a crazy memory. That's not my favorite memory. It just when I think of Italy, I think of that because I remember Rick at the time was there with us, TJ's tutor. He we were both talking about it because we were both wrestling junkies, and we were surprised that it was on. So we got to watch it with the voiceovers, but it was still fun. We still got to see the show and the matches and everything. But I think my favorite memory. I'm missing stuff. There's a lot. There's a lot of memories. But probably going to Italy with my family. Just this past trip. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun, actually. Going with my family. Being able to go to Italy and show them some of that stuff. That was cool. I'll go with that. What, oh, I think I just got landed on you again, balancing you. What is easier, making a radio show or doing a YouTube live, and why? I the radio show. I don't know which one you're speaking about. Um, Either way, well, this one's challenging. It's challenging because I'm controlling everything. Like all of this stuff is fine now and it's working now. But doing this and just making sure I'm doing everything. So I could technically be talking for a whole hour and not even know if my mic's muted. So those kind of thoughts go through my mind, or I can be on something like this talking and not aware of it. So those kind of hiccups I obviously don't want, but I have to be aware of, and then checking the chat and just making sure things are on or things are off, things are right. So this is a little bit harder in that way. But I enjoy any of it, really. It's all fun. It's all an adventure, and it's keeps you on your toes. It's unpredictable, so it keeps it fun. It is what it is. What happens live, it happens. You just got to go with it. What advice do you have for someone who is navigating their 20s? This is the same thing as the 40s. Extremely young, though, I would say. Extremely young. You have your whole life ahead of you, but still cherish every day. You're very, very young at 20. I wish. But yeah, just enjoy life, and I would probably say I would say try to take advice from people older than you it's very difficult when you're young. You think, well, I'm not saying you, as children. I'm not saying you anymore, so I'm off of you. But like I'm thinking when I was a kid, and I'm thinking about my kids. It's like sometimes you think you know everything. You think you know everything, and that your parents don't really know everything. And there's a reason why they're telling you these things. And although it may seem like it doesn't apply or it's not right, as you get older, you realize that they knew. And it's because they experienced these things and they've made mistakes and they've tried to learn and prevent you from making it. And sometimes you listen and sometimes you don't. And sometimes you just got to learn on your own. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes. But that's all part of parenting. It's all part of life. But I would say just try to really listen, observe, and learn, and really, to the people that care about you, really take what they're saying and what they're sharing with you serious, because there's a reason why they're telling it to you. So that would be my advice for that. Um, where am I? Where am I? Where am I? I missed your questions. I don't know where your questions were, and I missed them, but I got this. So thank you. Sorry I missed your questions. Maybe I'll catch another. Um, okay. See, I was on the wrong thing. I thought I was there, but I was on the wrong page, so you didn't see that. Okay, what else is there? What has your two? And what's your favorite song by him? What's your favorite Jackson's album? I actually spoke to my uncle Jermaine. I spoke to my uncle Jermaine. This is actually crazy. I was I was working on Cool, and I have an Aleph that goes on and on and on, and for some reason, well, probably because it said on and on and on, I started thinking of Dream Goes On, which is a song from the Jackson's American Dream miniseries, the soundtrack, and my brothers and I we appear on that song with our Uncle Jermaine. So I remember I was driving my kids to school, and I was actually looking for it. I didn't find it on the I didn't find it anywhere to play it for them. But I was just thinking about how that was that, and then we also did a song called Interlude. You Are the Ones, that my brothers and I wrote for that. But I was just thinking about how that was pretty much our first song on a CD, our first thing we did, and I was just thinking about our Uncle Jermaine and how he invited us to be a part of it, and just was really supportive of us and knew we were working on doing some music, and just really shared that moment with us. So I was just really thankful for that, and went back home, and on my way, right before I went to go pick up my sons, I got a phone call, and I had no idea who it was because it just said Jay, and I didn't know who it was, and I answered it, and it was his voice. So he has a very distinct voice. So yeah, so we got to talk, and it was really sweet, um, that he called and checked up on me, and he's doing okay. He's doing well, and yeah, yeah. He misses my father, and I know how close they were, and I know how much they meant to each other. So I know the bond that they had too. So he yeah, but he called and checked on me, and it was great to hear his voice. So thank you for asking about him, but he's doing okay. Um, where else? I got like 5 more minutes, you guys. Are you coming to Switzerland on May 2nd, 2026? I I know we're doing shows. I don't know 100%. I can't confirm that date yet because I don't know. Very high chance that we are, but I don't know 100%. But I know we're doing shows throughout Europe and other places, so it's a very high possibility. So, sorry, it's probably not the answer you wanted, but it's all I got for now. But any shows my brothers and I are going to be doing, I'm sure that we'll announce it on our website or on our official social media pages. So keep an eye out for that. I feel like I keep landing on the same people, you guys. And I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm sorry. It's not to say that I don't want to answer your questions, but I hope you guys don't feel like I'm picking some over others. I'm just looking at questions like I'm missing them. But have you ever wanted a sister? Growing up, no. Because it was fun. It was just the three of us. And I don't know, I guess when you're younger, you're just boys and you just like to hang with it. Hold on, there was another question, but I'm losing it. Where did it go? I wanted to, this. Sorry. So no, growing up, no. It was just all boys. And even that was the name of my father's company, All Boys Music, for a while. And then My Three Boys. So it was always just boys. Everything was boys. Are you going to do a studio session today or it's a Q&A? It's a Q&A, but maybe, I shouldn't say in this, but it's a possibility. I'm not saying anything, but I could go live later. Maybe. Got to see what it's like. That's why I enjoy doing lives, because if you feel like going on, you just go on and you hang out. So it's a possibility. I may go on live later, and maybe I'll mess around with some music or just hang out and do some of this, because this is very different. I feel like I'm just reading and answering. So we'll see. Do I cook? I cook all right. I cook well enough. I can survive. I don't really have like recipes like that. I think I just cook well enough to make food and to eat, and I make some good stuff. I mean, I get requests often here and there. I make good waffles. I make good pancakes. I make French toast. I can make burgers. I can make pastas and basic stuff. But I'm all right. I'm not too bad. Let me see. I'm okay. I can't do it here. Can't do it here. Maybe one day. I'm okay. I'm actually pretty good. I do. Uncle Jermaine. I do Uncle Michael. And I actually can do Jermaine Jr. a little bit. I got Taj really good one time. I got Taj really, really good with Jermaine Jr. It was funny. I felt proud of that one because Taj is the ultimate prankster. So when I got him, I was like, yeah, I got you. So I got him in person, imitating my cousin. I'm getting all confused. A cousin Jermaine Jr. It's hard because he's Jermaine Jr., but I always remember him as Jai. So it's like a translation thing. He's always Jai to me because growing up, that was his nickname, Jai. but now he's Jermaine Jr. There's a lot of I guess TJ's a Tito Joe Jr. Tito Joe. Tito, yeah, they're both juniors. There's a lot of Randy Jr., Jermaine Jr., Marlon. There's a lot of juniors in this family. I am not one. I think Taj is the second. I don't know if TJ's considered a junior, but they both got my father's names. I got his middle. I got a remix of his middle. Okay. You're saying because there are tickets on sale for such a May 2nd, apparently you would come. Yeah. We will confirm, but I'd have to double check 100%, but most likely. So, most likely. But check. We'll announce shows and dates on our website. Not saying that that's not going to happen, but we'll announce it on our sites. All right. I keep missing stuff. I don't know if you had a question. How are you, Nicole, by the way? I feel like I'm missing questions. Because it just jumps. Do you like Jackson fan pages? If so, what are your favorites? I do like Jackson fan pages. I do. Because a lot of them post things I've never seen before. So I appreciate that. I've seen a lot of pictures of myself. I've seen a lot of pictures of myself with my father. Things when I was younger, pictures with different family members, just video clips, all kinds of things. So I appreciate that because a lot of my stuff, or a lot of our stuff, my brothers and I's growing up, was lost in storage. And it's nice to see those things. It's nice to see those things and seeing pictures and stuff that I either haven't seen in a long time or I haven't seen at all. So I like that, and I like the fact that they're keeping things going. You know, they're keeping the legacy going and really supporting the family in that way. So I do like them, and I appreciate them. I'm sorry, guys. Am I hungry? No, not right now. I'm not, but that's not even to me. So, Irina, are you hungry? Monica and I both want to know now, Irina. Where are we? I'm gonna answer like 2 or 3 more. This is a lot harder than I thought because it moves, and then you think you see something and it just jumps. See, and then I land on everybody that I've answered before. Will you make some video lyrics? Like a lyric video? Possibly. Yeah, I'm trying to sort some things out and figure out what I want to do. It just takes time and planning, and I always want to do 50 things at once, so that makes it hard as well. I hope I answered what you were really asking. I'm not sure. What was the best advice Papa Tito ever gave you and your brothers? I would say to stick together. I really would. My mom and my father, both of them, to stick together. Brotherhood was growing up was really not the album, but just it was one of those things that I was talking about, how when you're young, not that you thought you knew everything, but you sometimes you hear things and you don't really understand it till you're older. And I would put this 100%. I would put this in that column of not really knowing how important having that relationship with my brothers would be, because now here we are in this world without our parents, and at times it feels like that's all I got. So just having them as close as they are, not saying that we're perfect, but I know I can rely on them 100%, and vice versa. So that's real. That's a real thing, and that was the best thing that they instilled in us. And I think, yeah, that was the best thing. All right. Mm, who takes the crown in pranking, Taj or MJ? I don't know. I think we're all pretty good, to be honest. I think we're all pretty good, but at the same time, my brothers and I, we learned from our uncles, so we had so much fun, you guys. We really did. We had a lot of fun. I know I didn't answer your question well, but we had some good times. Um, all right, I got one more. Let me see. Excuse me. Um, touring in 26 with your uncles or 3T. I'll be doing shows with my brothers next year. What's going up? Indie Soul. What's going on, man? I I'll be doing some shows with my brothers next year. So I don't know exactly all the dates and all the places, but like I said earlier, we'll post that on our site. But we'll be doing some shows and a lot more stuff coming. So keep your eyes and ears out for my brothers and I. So more stuff coming. All right. I'll answer this one more because I see it, but I can't pronounce that name. What's the most challenging part of the creative process for you? Uh, it depends, because I guess patience. I would say patience, because when you're being creative, you ride the wave, but then if you ever come to a point where it gets hard, or the flow isn't there as it once was, you have to be patient. I think that's the most challenging thing, and that's where things can go wrong. When you start forcing things, or you want to I don't know, just hurry up and finish it. You have to be patient, and you have to wait for it to open back up. and follow directions. I was thinking about this earlier. I don't know why I was thinking about it, but writing songs and being a creator, to me, at least for me, is more about listening. It's more about listening and following. So you have to be a great listener and a great follower. It's like a translator. Um, and I think that's the challenging part, because at times when there's no information coming, you want to put information there, and that's where things go wrong. So you have to be patient and wait for it, and it comes when it comes, and that's how it goes. So I would say that would be my answer. But when it's done right, it just feels magical, as I said before, and it's pretty fun to listen to, because again, it's like you're there from the way beginning of it, and you get to see it all the way through to the end, from the very very beginning all the way to the end. And that's why, like, for me, when I listen to music and I smile, it's not because of the songs all the time or the lyrics. It's where I was, you know, the memory when I hear a verse, it'll take me back to when I was driving on the freeway, or even now when I'm driving on the freeway. There's certain areas where I was like, this is where I wrote this song, or this is that melody that came to me here. So that's how, it's kind of strange, but that's how I think of things like that. Like when I'm getting on the freeway ramp, every time I get onto this one freeway ramp out here, I think about how I came up with this hook. So it's different, but it's fun. All right. I think we'll stop there, because I'm all over the place. I can't read this and follow this screen anymore. Kind of getting a headache. My eyes are all blurry. All right. So we're gonna go here. Let me see. There we go. I don't know if we got some music playing or not, but I'll try to answer a few more as we get ready to sign off. I don't have my headphones on, so I'm hoping you guys are getting the jazz. But yeah, this was fun, I thought. I mean, it was easy in the sense of not needing to do much on my end except answer questions. I mean, I thought it was gonna be easy, but then looking at the chat and the way it moves and trying to catch things, it's good experience for me, because now I know you can't go back. Once that question goes, you can only scroll so far back, and if you miss it, you kind of miss it. But yeah, I think this was okay. I hope you guys thought it was okay. I do see no, I can't scroll back. Let me see if I go catch up. Nope. All right. Oh, I can't. Is it music therapy for you? Yes, Megan. It is. I think it's. I was taught to everything I feel to put in music, to write. Music is great therapy. It's a great outlet. I've always wanted my children to be somehow involved in music, not because I want them to become musicians, mostly because it's a great outlet, and it's a great way to express yourself. And it doesn't have to be music. It could be art. It could be music. It could be poetry. It could be anything. But I think having some type of way to express yourself is very important. And I think music's one of those things where it's amazing and very helpful. What? I know these aren't questions. I'm just clicking on stuff now. But thank you, Brittany. Appreciate your support. Thanks for watching and supporting me in the channel. So I appreciate that. And you too, Mellow. Is it Mellow? Mellow. And Carrie again. I know I answered like 2 or 3 of your questions. So again, I wasn't picking favorites or whatever. I just landed on people. So see, oh my gosh, I'm far back. I don't know what just happened. Did Papa T teach you how to fix anything in the car? Taught me how to change a tire. As far as fixing the car, not so much. I mean, changing the oil too, but as far as fixing cars, I'm not. No, I don't do the car thing that well. Not like Papa T did. How are you doing, Diamond Blue? There's 1 R and 2 L's, just so you know. Not that I care, but just so you know. Nobody's really paying attention. Favorite Uncle Jermaine song? Do What You Do, I like. Let's Get Serious. You Like Me, Don't You? But Don't Take It Personal. There's a lot of songs. I like. Tickle Your Fancy. That one brings back a memory, so. All right. When was the last time I did a prank? I haven't seen my cousins in a minute, so it's been a while. But our whole family's pranksters, so I'm sure there's a lot of pranks going on right now. All right, guys. I am going to get ready to sign off here. Thanks again. We'll do this again soon. I try to get to as many questions as I could. I know I was missing a lot, but it's hard because this thing's moving. But I appreciate you guys, and I guess I'll catch you next live. And thanks again. I'll see you guys later. Take care.